understand that. So like, why jewelry? Like, there's so much businesses out there. 2024, there's so much ways to make money. So like, why jewelry?
So before jewelry and what I'm still doing now on the side, I had a construction company, but I knew I didn't really want to do construction. That's just something I knew how to do from being taught that at a really young age. So I just told myself I'm gonna stack my bread until I find like a move I want to make. I actually had some money put aside, and I was going to like buy my first like custom piece. I bought it from.
I'm about to say no free promo.
Yeah.
We gonna blurt that out.
But yeah, I bought it from. Yeah, we gonna put that out.
Word.
And then the jeweler that I was dealing with, he was like, "Oh, you're very knowledgeable." Because I was asking certain questions that like not a lot
So
of people
what made
know.
you knowledgeable? Like, how did you know so much before?
Because before you have money and you could really shop for what you want, you got to look online for the best deals.
Do your research.
So I see some stuff for 300 and 5. I'm like, why is this 3? Why is this 5? Why is this 1,000? Then I'm reading the diamond quality. I'm reading the diamond color. I'm reading, oh, this is bigger than this, but this got more carats than that. So I was just learning like that because like I had no choice to. But when I only had a $500 budget, I was trying to make my $500 stretch the furthest.
Stretch.
Yeah, so I learned from all that. So now when I'm buying my first piece and I was spending $8,000, I was like, I knew how I wanted to spend my $8,000. So then when he actually said to me, he was like, you ever thought about being a jeweler? Because he was a jeweler at that company. And I'm like, oh, now that would be fire. But so that's when I watched him make my piece and everything. But he wasn't the owner or anything. And he gave me the email for the owner or whatever. But the owner never reached back out. Like I reached out a couple times. And then I never even heard from him after he finished my piece. But for me, it's just the start that I needed.
I mean, like for me, Sean, shout out to Sean, you know what I'm saying? Like, like me and him met in college and stuff, but me and him got closer like towards like my senior year, like it was a very hard time for me. But Sean, he reached out to me and, he like asked me if I wanted to, join the team. At first, like I didn't know how to feel about it. But,
you had to like find yourself.
Yeah, but I definitely, what I'm saying? Like, I'm like glad that I like, agreed to it because, I like always knew like entrepreneurship is like the kind of life that, like
you want to live.
That I want to live, you know what I'm saying? So, like this is like my first business that I'm like, a part of and stuff. So hopefully first of many.
What made you come back to him like months later or whatever for it's like, yo, I want to do this?
So, like I said, 2021 was a hard time for me, like I ended up losing my brother during that year, so it was a lot going on. I was trying to graduate from school still, but school was just like
on the
kind
back
of a
burner.
distraction for me. I was just ready to, be done with it. But it was just like, Sean, like, like he said, he started a construction business before this, and like I was just seeing like the kind of stuff he was doing, you know what I'm saying? And just like, it was just like certain people that like I will, see through Instagram, social media and stuff, and I'm just like, nah, like, like I want to live that kind of life too. So, like, why not just, learn from Sean, like, because I like got certain friends that motivate me and certain friends that don't, but it's like Sean was one of the people that motivated me. So it's like me working with him, I already knew that was going to put me in position to, do better for my own self. So it was like, yeah, like I might as well get into it. I had nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's what's up. I feel like a lot of people, they're scared when it's like, fuck it, like we only have one life. You gotta take that leap and just go for it, because if you don't, you're gonna look back at it like, yo, I regret I should have did this. When I feel like regret, because like I've had regrets in my life, and it's like, yo, that's the worst feeling in the world, because you can't get time back. So when that time is done, it's like, yo, I can't even, time machine can't even go back. And so like, yeah, we in a new location now from like 2 years ago. So like,
I'm wearing the same hat.
Yeah. So like,
see the backdrop, man.
Yeah, we're Black Eyes. Nah, this is really, really fire.
M&N improved too, man. This is, what I'm saying? This is done by,
the detailing and shit. The construction, feel me?
My construction company.
That's what I was trying to say. So everything in the business.
Everything is
everything
coming
in the
together,
fan,
which
man.
is good, because you're making everything make sense.
Yeah, so like when the first time I came on this podcast was 2 years ago. Yeah, a lot has changed, and I feel like even like what Al said, he always knew he wanted to be an entrepreneur. I feel like when I was young, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur too, but now it's kind of different for me because I learned the difference between an entrepreneur and like an investor.
Yeah,
and I realized like
it's two different lanes.
It's two different lanes, and like I'm drowning in work, and it's not as fun anymore. So like that's why I'm glad that I brought people on my team that I know I could trust to like take stuff over, because like for example with the construction, I got Adrian, and I want Adrian to really be the CEO of that and lead that. And Al, I want him to be lead of this. I just want to be more like a little
overseer.
Yeah, like
you
a
have
little overseer, more like
you have a end goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just want other people to be able to to get their end out too. Because I realized I really just wanted the bread. It wasn't really about the businesses. Yeah. But anything I did, I care about it like really passionately. So if anything I pass over, I know it has to be someone who's passionate. And I seen like Al, he like even on days when I'm tired, Al, I'm like, yo, we gotta do this, we gotta do it. All content that gets put out is Al. TikTok is Al. Like thing we gotta do is Al. Like every day, I wake up and Al posted 5 times before I did, just tagging me, and I'm sharing his posts. So I'm like,
gotta market, man. You gotta market the brand.
Homework, bro. That's bro. That is beautiful. That's really beautiful.
yeah, so it became really like a team thing because I kind of slowed down a little bit because I was having my customers now, so I didn't have to post 10 times a day to get somebody.
Yeah,
to
you
hit
just
me up.
delegated everything to someone
exactly.
else, and you focus on this, and I'll focus on something else, and Adrian doing that. So it's just a machine. Just keep going. And what's good is that like he picks you up, you pick him up. He has an idea you don't know about. You have an idea you don't know about. He knows people you don't know. You know people he don't know. So it's like
I got a couple people to follow the page too.
Word.
Like I've been working.
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Also
gonna
too,
lie.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people get the misconception too, like, you know, like when you do a business, you know, entrepreneurship, a lot of people just think like just because you have a business, you know, like you're an entrepreneur, but that's not necessarily what it is. Like, you know, like, because having a business stuff, like you're technically self-employed unless you put in the proper work and, you know, like you have the proper team to, you know, like run the business and stuff, because otherwise you're going to be self-employed, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like now that we have a good team of people we trust and stuff, you know, we all just pick each other up and stuff like that. Like I said, you know, like it's days I'm not going to be on my best. It's days Sean not going to be at his best, but, you know, we just going to be there for each other and just grind. You know, you got to stick to
word, I feel
consistency
you.
and discipline, bro.
I feel like entrepreneurship is a mindset. Like you have to be an entrepreneur 24/7 because there's times where it's like I'm watching and I'm like, yo, you can make money off this. Yo, you could have did that. Yo, I'm about to do this. And it's like, it's not for everyone, but if it's for you, it's a 24/7 mindset.
It's shit is really 24/7. Some people not gonna understand that.
Yeah.
Like you could be in a relationship. I've been in relationships where I'm on vacation and she like turn off your phone. I'm like turn off my phone. Like you crazy.
This is money. People got to understand this where the bread at. Like,
this how this vacation getting paid for. Like, and it's just like that's what I'm saying. I'm glad I'm doing this early. I'm only 25. Al's 24.
Yeah, 24.
So we got time because I want to be at a point where I'm with my family. I could be with my family.
Word,
But now
have
it's like
kids.
I live on my
and shit, you
phone.
know, that's-
To get this spot, what did you have to do? Like, how much sacrifices did you have to make? How much time did you say no? How much friends did you lose? Like, what did you do
So to get
to get the second spot? Because the first spot is good, but to like get another spot that's associated with you to make business easier and your life easier, that's what's up.
So the first spot was actually harder. Like it took because that was a spot in the city. They wanted stuff I didn't have there because I got it so early. I didn't even have like tax return yet. I didn't have a CPA at the time. I didn't have an account. Like I didn't have stuff like that. So they was asking for crazy amount of security deposits. Then when they would meet me in person, it might have been 2 security deposits, 2 months security on the
Wait, do
phone.
you feel like since you're like, how many black people are in Diamond? Like
a lot.
So do
Not a
you
lot.
think they taxed you or treated you different because you're the only black guy there?
Uh,
Like black guy getting customers,
I
like
feel
yo,
like
this
they
guy's
treat you differently,
actually
like-
still here like 5 months from now.
It's not even that I was because they didn't even know if I was getting customers or not. So it's like they might have told me 2 months security on the phone and I get in person and like 6 months security.
Yeah, so like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you definitely get treated differently because, you know, like, it's not a lot of black Jewelers, you know what I'm saying? Like, compared to, if you go on the block, you're going to see a lot of Jewish people. Like,
Yeah.
that's just how the game
Why
go, you know?
do you guys know why there's so much Jewish people in this industry?
That's a good question.
They good at it. That's all I'm gonna say. We gonna leave it there. They
I
good
ain't
at it.
Like that's weird because like why?
The Jews run the country, though, bro. If we really want to talk about the Jews,
Pause. We're not talking about that on this one. Nope, I'm not. I'm trying to have a job after this.
You got it.
But nah, but I'm just like asking a rhetorical question like why so much Jewish people in this industry? But
It started from their parents and their parents' fears, and that's just what got passed down. Like with us, it's not just about jewelry things. Like there's a lot of stuff that we don't pass down. And if we become really good at something, we sell.
yeah,
So like there's a lot of we start companies and then we sell for the dollar. So it's like yeah, we might be good, but we could have created
where Jerry
generations
Jones
of
still
wealth.
got the Cowboys after terrible seasons.
Yeah,
Like the
exactly.
owners, the billionaires have these forever.
Ownership is everything, though. You know, ownership is everything, and people gotta start understanding that. You know,
The music label like QC, P cashed out and made like millions, but he could have kept that for his kids, and you never know that that's going. So I just believe I don't want to sell any of my businesses. That's why I want to keep it in the family.